Okay. So I can hear stuff now. OBS is saying that I'm streaming at a reasonable speed. So hopefully it's alright for now. Yeah, just got the system capture. Music's coming through, mic's coming through. Heard the outro music, by the way. Full banana cakes. I mean, what can I say? So yeah, I think we're going to need a bit more music as well, actually. I've got 10 minutes of this left. Let's go for the bridge, because that's quite a short soundtrack. I mean, honestly. Yeah, that gives us 32 minutes from now. So yeah, here we go. While in pointer, take away text. Is less than the offset. Oh, hang on a minute. If that is that, then while it's less than the marker offset and the reference offset, I suppose. Yeah, while it's less than the is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. Well, let's take away that. Is less than the marker, less than both of those guys. I think it's just this is to, oh, hang on a minute. Oh yeah, we also need to know which one we're talking about. So yeah, if there's a markers count, so basically we want to first of all say right. It's like a 4 thingamajig. Yeah, okay, let's try this. Right. This could be interesting. For int marker index equals 0 and int ref index is equal to 0. Well, hang on a minute. Actually, yeah, this should be fine, shouldn't it? Hang on. That's interesting, actually. This needs to iterate up until we've accumulated all of the stuff that we need to accumulate. Right, so those are all the markers, all the refs, and I think that is everything. So basically what we're saying is for marker index equals 0 and ref index equals 0, while marker index plus ref index is less than the count of them both, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah. We don't know, do we? So we want to actually increment exactly what we want to increment, don't we? Oh, that's unfortunate. You can't do that, can you? So, so maybe a for loop wouldn't be appropriate. Let's say then, let's say these guys. What's happening here? If this, then all that, while this. Oh. So, as we do, just with the second in. Ah, right. Ah, cool. I suppose technically, actually, Owlbot Miblo, yeah. Can only do it if variables the same type with comma, right? Interesting. Yeah, I suppose I was just sort of thinking, like, should I bother putting that back into a for loop? But I think the reason this has to be empty over here because I need to actually increment the right thing in the loop. So I think it's okay to be a while loop. Okay, so while if there's a marker count. Oh, hang on a second. I don't want to be saying that at all. I want to be saying where's the in pointer? The in pointer is there. I want to be saying while the in pointer is less than, sorry, while in pointer take away thingamajig, take away the text, is less than the thing. Two separate conditions instead of adding. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think this is completely busted as well, actually. Anyway, so yeah, it should be while in pointer take away this. While that take away that is less than the offset. Why did I just get totally off sidetracked there and just completely forget what I was trying to do? Oh, no, that was it. Sorry, yeah. I need this, don't I? Marker index. That was what it was. What am I actually doing here? Sure, there are loads of quotes of me saying that kind of a thing. Where am I? What? Oh, there's only two. Okay. How about actually? Trying? Doing? I'll just here, maybe. Okay. Fine. So while the in pointer take away the text is less than the offset, and let's just see if this is at all correct. Ah, that does seem to be correct. What's going on, mates? When did that happen? Oh, was that today? 23rd, yeah. Oh, that was to do with the overflow thing, wasn't it? We want to say that the text pointer, the value in the text pointer plus plus is equal to the value in the in pointer plus plus, right? Let's just see what this does on its own. Well, hang on a minute, can we do that? Well, that's less than that. It does a marker count, so while that is less than that, and that is less than that. Oh, hang on a minute. And I also want to say, and while this plus this is less than that plus that, don't I? You know, because by the time it does pop out... Oh, mind you, I suppose that's actually technically... I don't need to bother about that, really. Because when I come to write the rest of the text node out, I just want to write out while it's not null. And these guys all end in null anyway. So maybe it would be fine to just do this. You know, so without clocking up how many of these guys there are. Oh, hang on a minute. I also need to check that while in pointer is invalid as well. Right. That's what I need to remember to do every time. Right. If there's 0 markers but greater than 0 refs or vice versa, I will index out of bounds. Ah, right. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's unfortunate. So, if there's a marker count... Oh, I see, right. I see. So we want to have a few paths, don't we? If there's a marker count... This is macro though. It could work with more complex condition than while. Okay. So he's saying keep that bit. So while there's an in pointer, ternary. Right, that's gonna be it, isn't it? Like, if there's a reference count. Can we do that, I wonder? Let's just see if this works. It's gonna be super weird if it does. So if there's a reference, if there's a marker count, then do all of, then say this, else nothing. Can you just say nothing? Oh, interesting. That's weird. So yeah. So while there's an in pointer and if there's a marker count, so there's just 3 cases here, isn't there? Sorry, there's well, if there's a marker count, the marker count can be just marker, just reference, or both. Just marker, just reference, or both. If there's a marker count, so we don't know. We do know that either of them. There must be either of them. Ah, hang on a minute. That'll be it. Right. Here we go. We want to say if there's a marker, then we want to say, well, hang on a minute, it could be both as well, couldn't it? Well, hang on, yeah. So if there is a marker, then we want to test the marker. Otherwise we know we want to just test the ref. Hang on. God damn it. Right. Is that a good way of saying that, or should I put the little question mark stuff at the front? So testing if the text. Hang on. So, sorry, we're saying if there's a marker count, we're going to say, oh, hang on. If there's a marker count, they want to do another ternary, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. So here, we want to do another ternary question here. We want to say, is there a reference count? Right. And if there is, then we want to say, we want to test this is less than the marker's offset. And this. Right. Otherwise, we just want to say this. Well, it does pass the test. Can this be at all right, though? So if there's an in pointer for starters, if there's a marker count, then we want to say, is there a reference count? Is what we want to be asking. And if there is, hang on a minute. This is not quite what's on his mind. If there's a marker count, they want to see if there's a reference count. And if there is, then we want to say that, take away that, and the ref index. Why am I making a mess of this now? If there's a marker count, then we want to say, is there a reference count? If there is a reference count, then we want to say, we want to be looping over this and this. If there isn't, right, I see, we're just missing another conditional. So, right, so if there's a marker count, they want to say, is there a reference count? If there's a reference count, then yeah. Otherwise, there's only a marker count. Otherwise, there's only a reference count. Can I just paste this into the chat so you can just like sanity check it? That's kind of what I'm saying. Sorry, it's horribly formatted. What were you thinking about then? If that's not what you were thinking. I suppose also the question here is, how do I actually know which one I'm talking about? Ah, yeah, well it's less than the count, isn't it? Well, hang on. We want to increment that. Right, while all this stuff is passing, while this is all less than that, we want to increment that. And then we want to... Oh god, this feels so horrible. Do you want to keep looping over there? So that's going to loop through that. What count is greater than 0? Ref count is greater than 0. Better to just have while input and do the conditionals inside the loop. Okay. Alright, I'll go with that then. So this is our main... This is just looping over the entire text, isn't it? Essentially. So we're just talking about building the entire thing here. So let's just, while inputting, we want to see. Yeah, right. If the value, if the endpoint to take away the text is equal to the offset, is equal to one of the offsets, then output the stuff. Yeah, I can see that being better actually. Take away the text. Can I just do this? Of course not. If that is equal to one of the on offsets, if that is equal to the marker offset, then do something with it. Then increment the marker index, maybe. Then we want to see which marker it is, don't we? Yeah, let's just get rid of all of this. If does mark count or reference count do we want to say in mark is equal to that? So while we've got an in pointer, well, hang on a minute. We then, hang on. Why do we need to check if there's this, if we're going to loop over everything anyway? You know, because if there isn't one of these guys, then we're going to have to write the whole text out anyway. Yeah. Got to check marker index is less than the marker count. Yeah. What do we need to check? Marker index is less than marker count. Okay. Yeah. Sure, this is back to what I was basically doing before. Before I enter into the marks array. Check it in the if. Right. Check marker index is that. Right. If in point to take away the text is equal to the offset, well, let's check that. Let's check these guys first, I reckon. What? Check it in the if. Let's see. Why was there no pointer? If marker index plus reference less than the legit marker index. Oh, right. Oh, sorry, right. Okay. Right, okay, so, well, that is less than that. Sorry, yeah, of course. Yeah, because this is the one for the markers. Yeah, gotcha. Right. Blimey. sync marker ref. What's happening there? Markers, marker index, and then references. Yeah, you definitely are using a new text editor called Mevlo. So while there's that, if the marker index is less than the marker count, and that takeaway text is equal to the marker index, then we want to see what kind of a marker it is. Yeah. Okay. Then we want to say if the marker type is such and such, then if the marker type is if it's a member or a project, right, let's get this done. If the marker index type, I reckon, marker type, yeah. So if it is a HTML category, if it's a, let's deal with the members and projects first. If it's a member, well, blimey, am I going to do different things for these guys? I probably will, actually. Although they're going to be the same here, because they're both just going to be a span. But I think eventually, yeah, also, yeah, we're going to have a category here as well. Yeah, It's young for that. Okay, so that builds. So yeah, right. Here we go. The text pointer. No. Copy to buffer. How do I do this again? Copy string to buffer. And the string is going to be right. It's going to be, yeah. So let's have a look at the reference. Where's Zillaresco? There he is. So it's going to be essentially all of this stuff, and then the person's name. So it's going to be all of this. Oh, I forgot to do the thing as well. So this is going to be. Why did that not get turned into a cool thing? Let's try that again. on this line, was to substitute all instances of a quote with all instances of that. Yeah, right. So this thing here needs to be a string. Target blank style. This thing here needs to be a hex value. Right. And then we need to output the person's name, which might be the alternative if it exists. That's possible. And then we do closing A. Right. Okay. So the first thing here is the actual value of the member. So yeah, it's just this, isn't it? It's going to be marker. So yeah, if there's a parameter, use that. Otherwise, use the marker. Actually, just not sure how I like to do this ternary stuff. Right, let's do that. The color is going to be the string to color hash on the well, it's whatever. Well, no, it's the marker. That's what it's on. It's just on the marker. And then it's going to be the. Wait a minute. No, this is incorrect. This thing down here, the next thing should be this. But this thing here should be the marker. There we go. Oh, I think that's correct. It's a bit laggy. Such rudeness. Such rudeness. Can I just do this actually? No, I can't, can I? I need to do it down here. Well, I mean, I need to do... Yeah, just plus it, don't I? Well, hang on a minute. No, if we get down to here, we then need to... Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we actually can do this. Yes, sorry, we can do. We can say that the text pointer plus plus is equal to the in pointer plus plus, and that'll just pop that one character in, right? And then it'll just keep incrementing. Text will contain the marker parameter 2, remember? Oh, right, yeah. And then we need to right, but then we need to move on the pointer. What? Have I not got string length? Strings differ. You're joking. Card to colour, strings differ. Copy buffer. Copy string to buffer, time to... Gosh, there's no string length. Measure string. String length will be fine, I think. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah. Hidden eye. God damn it. It's just this again, isn't it? Which is kind of bizarre. Can I do that? Well, seems like I can. Maybe not. Gosh, this is looking super messy already. If this... I mean, just look at all this stuff happening. And this is just to do one thing. Right. Right of size 1. Yeah, I've lost my line numbers. Yeah, I think I could do with those, honestly. Let's just see if that kills anything else. With a temporary card to cut down the text a bit. Can't think equals parameter. Then use that in copy string length. Oh, that's an idea, yeah. Oops. Where did I get that from? So it's the thing before, just before the endpoint, it was the last thing. It would have been here. Okay, that still likes it. Strength. String length. Oh wow. Definitely tell I'm getting tired now. So it should be the same. Yeah. So it should be the marker. Oh, I'm not incrementing the marker index. Yeah, because if it's a marker. Yeah, so we need to increment the marker at least, don't we? I believe. And if it's a ref index, then we do need to increment the ref index. Is that correct? Well, maybe it isn't correct. Same vein, the main loop could set HTML annotation plus index. Oh, I see. Yeah, so you don't have to be worried about that so much. Right. Annotation, yeah. Okay. I mean, that would be like changing a bunch of stuff. Just really have no idea what's going on here, though. Well, let's just see what happens if I if 0 all of our stuff. Oh yeah, copy buffer, yeah. On line 102. Well, it's going to be the call at line 323, isn't it? Oh, I see. Yeah, so text just isn't null terminated. Probably. I can't do that any other way, I don't think, can I? Because I need to be stopping the output. Yeah, I believe Math K was talking about this article. Yeah, and that's linking to him. Right, there's Ginger Bill, and he should have a reference associated with him. There's nothing's getting mentioned. Casey's getting mentioned there, which is interesting. And you can see down here that his thing is actually pointed to C Muratori. So I wonder if that is actually his actual username. Yeah, it is. That's cool. So yeah, I'm managing to increment past that correctly as well, which is kind of nice to see. Nothing's again is being asked a question. So I think I'm actually handling the members correctly, which is kind of nice. I mean, it's the simplest thing to handle. This down here shouldn't be member, it should be project. So let's just do that again. That's all the same, isn't it? So I suppose technically I could actually do this outside here. If there's a marker count, yeah. Let's do that out there. Then it's sorted, isn't it? Just double check that is actually still doing it right. Yeah, it does seem to be. So yeah. Carter, yeah, so what is this? This is like the this is the readable, let's say. Yeah. So then here we're just going to do exactly the same thing if it's a project. Now what? mean, technically speaking, it shouldn't be that, should it? It should actually be like this. But that isn't anything to do with the crash, I don't think. Should be the marker. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this should be the marker. They want to hash the marker and output the readable. And then in pointer plus plus the string length readable. Plus plus the marker index. It's possible that I've well, I mean, even if I did that, even if I did, what is the error actually saying? Reader size 1. So that's line 261 it's saying. stb.sb.h. Oh wow, this is a bug in... That can't be a bug in the parser, can it? No. In pointer. In pointer was incremented too much. Yeah. But the thing is though, yeah, I suppose. So we're going to be incrementing the marker index for each of these guys. So maybe I should do that out there and this out there as well. But I don't know if that would actually help the situation. I guess we need to say oh, hang on a second. This guy could actually blow it over, couldn't it? So, hang on. Because by rights, By rights, this should actually be okay, shouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because, like, if we're incrementing by the string length of the readable bit has been written out. You know, that already exists in the buffer, in the text. Doesn't it? So, let's see if that dies. Yeah. So yeah, we had the same thought, didn't we? Interesting. So that was basically because there's a project that was at the end of the text, wasn't there? Or there was probably a project because that was what caught it. There's OBBG. So that's the first time we've seen this. Oh, the for OBBG. What's that? The for OBBG. Is that a quote, maybe? 3854. Threading the simulation for OBBG, right? Yeah, that's fine. So this is an interesting question, actually. It's like, do I want to style the in-text part of the categories? Or should I just leave those up to the dots? And I kind of feel like I'd like to leave those up to the dots. Because otherwise it could just get too colourful, I think. You know, it just end up getting ridiculous. I'm just gonna straight up fucking say that that's what we're doing. So this is where we're gonna put into the categories buffer. We need to start writing into the categories buffer. Yeah. Double check that is actually working. Could get a bit annoying, yeah, definitely. Threading the simulation for OBBG. Ah, OBBG. Why is that not getting? Ah, right. So yeah. So it was just in. So I needed to increment the marker index, or rather, I needed to. Yeah, I needed to actually move the pointer on for the two cases that I want it to move on. Don't know where it gets OA from. Threading simulation for OBBG, yeah. And also it's possible that these guys won't even be coloured actually. You know, they'll just have some sort of way of indicating that they can be interacted with. Oh, there's me. So yeah, also the interesting thing about these member things. Oh, this person isn't actually a link. So yeah, I think this person will have to be a link, similar to how these guys are. But these are actually, they're using the Twitch usernames, and they don't actually, they don't necessarily correspond with the actual Handmade Network member names. So these guys are gonna have to look up into the database, into the Handmade Network database, basically, to actually find the information that they need. And then act accordingly. Yeah, so the markers. Let's just take a look at the notes. B notes. So we've done the members in the project. Hoverboxes, not actually hoverboxes at all. So the next thing it's saying is that we need to do the references, but yeah, it didn't matter. We could do, I said I could do the HTML category dots separately. Oh, hang on. What's going on up here? Blackboard and rendering. Oh god, yeah. So these things would add into the annotation header. Oh god. It's 1:30, basically. I'm going for another hour and a quarter, so I think, you know what, I'm going to call it a day here, I think. I know this is super silly, because it's like, it's right in the middle of implementing a bunch of stuff. Why is there a 1 there? Why is there an if1? Go to that. I think let's have a break, and then we're going to come back tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and implement the categories. And with a bit of luck, there won't be any technical hitches. Yeah. But I think we had a reasonably successful stream in terms of actually implementing copy string to buffer as a var args thing. I think that's quite a successful little thing. And yeah, then we actually got some of this stuff writing out in colour. Yeah, and the project, right? You know, the project colouring is totally new. Like we didn't have that before at all. So yeah, we're making progress. We're slowly but steadily making progress. Yeah. So yep, that is all for now. So yeah, thanks very much, Heroes and Heroines, and especially insofar as for just being awesomely helpful and heroic, and absolutely goddamn patient as well, frankly. Yeah, now is time for Susie time. So until tomorrow, farewell for now.